Hi, everybody. I see people are trickling in. We're definitely going to get started right away because I know you guys probably have lots of questions about the program in general. So we're going to get to it. All right. Oh yeah, lots of people are coming in. This is so exciting. Hello, everybody. Make sure to put your chat box to all panelists and attendees so that we can all see your comments. And tell me where you guys are calling in from, or what you guys are studying, what you guys are pursuing. We would love to know. All right, there we go. Got Maya from Los Angeles, Paula from New Hampshire. I love it when students are calling in from all over because that's the best. Columbia, New Hampshire again. Araceli from Arizona. That's really awesome. California, there we go. Also in California. All right, so awesome, friends. I'm so glad you guys were able to make it. Okay, so how about let's get started. All right, friends. So hi, my name is Stacey Morales. I'm currently a senior at the University of California, Irvine, and I'm studying East Asian cultures with a Korean emphasis. So as you can see, that has nothing to do with music. So we'll definitely get into that later if you want to talk about it. But what I'm aspiring to be a live music and events professional. So I'm hoping to be a tour manager and just simply create events for the fans. If there's fans for it, I want to make events. So that anime, video games, concerts, music, anything like that, I want to make events for the fans simply. And I'm also currently the founder of 1520 Vision Mentoring. This is a music industry mentorship program targeted for younger students who have little experience in the industry. So if there's 1520, that's literally the name. So I want to target people age 15 to 20 years old because usually there's not a lot of programs for them. So I wanted to give them, a little insight with a mentor. So that's what I want to do. I just have a huge passion for others obtaining resources into the industry. So I'm very glad to be a Music U ambassador because this is a great program. This is literally how I after I joined this program, everything just escalated from here. So I'm really happy to show you guys. I hope you guys can see my screen here. I have the PowerPoint up. If everyone can just let me know in the chat if you guys can see the Music Industry Essentials big screen here. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for confirming, everybody. Okay, so then we'll get started from there. All right. So what is the Music Industry Essentials Certificate? This is, I'm going to play the video, it can play in the background as I'm talking about everything. This is a 100% program about the music industry, and it's all online. So you can do everything at your own pace. You can log in whenever you feel like. It's at your own pace and on demand. There is nothing else you need for this program other than yourself and your willingness and readiness to take on the program. Students have a full year to complete this program. So myself, I am a full-time student. I have a full-time job and another part-time job, and then I have the other things that I'm doing on the side, and I was still able to complete the program. So it's very easy to fit within your schedule. It's not like you have to make out time, be oh, I have to go in class at this time. You can literally just whenever you have the free time to try to knock out a lesson, you guys are good to go with that. And if you can't finish by the full year, there's also a very affordable extension program that we can also get into a little bit later. And if you were watching the video as well, that's kind of how the layout looks. It has all the videos on the side, or all the modules on the side, and you can pick through and kind of revisit other modules as well. So let's go this one. So who is Music Industry Essentials Certificate for? It's for anybody that's passionate about music. If you're looking to get insight into other areas of the music industry, if you want to get more exposure to what the music industry is actually like, if you want to strengthen your resume by adding NYU Music Industry Essential Certificate to it, that's also a good thing. It's also supported by Billboard. It's a Billboard and NYU thing. So if you want those on your resume, this is a really great chance to start out. It's really like for anybody that just wants to know what it's all about. I had worked a couple of concerts before I started this program, but I didn't necessarily understand what the music industry entailed or what it actually could, all the different areas of it, you know. And when I started this program, it actually gave me a good overview of what it's like. So as you see on the bottom, there's actually a quote from one of the students that graduated or completed the program. It says, "I got a job at one of the major labels, and then I became a member of the Recording Academy." So I would say that this course became a foundation for my career in the music industry. And it definitely is. And I could definitely say that as well. We can also talk about more about other student reviews in a bit. So this is also what the Music Industry Essentials Certificate covers. There's 6 different course modules with over 50 on course demand, or 50 on-demand videos. So the first one, history of recording. It kind of goes into how many of today's artists, managers, and engineers and producers rely on the rich history when creating quality sounds and projects. So this module will give you like a foundation to do the exact same. The next one is Money Matters. It's where, you know, an artist and their team can earn money in a variety of ways, but to make the most of an opportunity, you must know like the right procedures, the rules and the regulations with everything. So this module kind of explores the revenue generating practices and focusing on like the impactful roles played by the producer and by the manager. And also number three was my favorite, creativity and content. So learn how to develop your brand, build your audience, and develop a community around you as a performer. Now, as you see, the kind of like the first 4 of the modules are kind of centered around like you as an artist, or like kind of like how the artist produces stuff. And you're probably like, well, I kind of want to be on the music business side. Don't worry, because what I like about this program in general is it's giving you a taste of both sides. It's letting you see, like, if you want to be a singer performer, awesome. This is going to cover everything you need to know. And if you want to be on the music side, it kind of helps you put yourself in the artist's shoes and kind of helps you see what the artist kind of has to deal with on the other end, while also learning the music business side. So like number 4, building an image. It explores the importance of image creating and personal brand management, or personal brand message alignment. So you as an artist can further develop who you are, and then you as an artist manager can help your artist understand, you know, what they want to do within their career. Number 5 is producing the record. So you discuss everything that contributes to the final product, from songwriting, studio production, to marketing, the song split. I love marketing. So when I saw that, I was like, yes, that's all I want to do. And then of course, 6, marketing. It's one of my favorite modules. And actually a lot of people really liked the project that was included with this one. So with the marketing music in the new economy, you learn how to leverage social media and content marketing channels, and kind of how to tell authentic stories that will get shared with the new economy. So like I said, they all have short video lessons. So it kind of helps with grabbing your attention instead of like one long lecture video. Because I know myself, when my professors upload an hour and 30-minute long lecture, I like tune out super quick. So the fact that these are all kind of like 2-minute videos, all covering different topics, it kind of keeps you engaged and like helps you retain the information more. And again, it all depends on your schedule when you want to finish this program, but you can definitely finish it fairly quickly. So who are you learning from? Like, who exactly is teaching the certificate? This course is taught by NYU Clive Davis of the Institute of Recorded Music faculty and Billboard staff and experts. So top of the line people who have dedicated their time to really compact all that the music industry entails into one program to make you guys, or to help you guys understand exactly what you need to do. So it's curated so that you can learn everything in like a short amount of time, and in a short space as well. They're featured in the videos covering like the curriculum, the industry terms, lessons, advice, and like real life situations. One of my favorite professors that is in the program, they're not on the screen right now, but they're called JD Sampson. They are an assistant art professor at Clive Davis. They were my favorite lessons because I just felt the genuineness behind every video and their ability to teach one-on-one, even if it's not personally like in person. Like I felt how much they wanted to teach me about creating my brand and like my persona and like why exactly am I here. They're also very calming. They broke it down step by step. So you could, again, like fully grasp the concept of what they were trying to put out there. And again, like this is all, if this is all kind of sounding like not exactly, sorry, let me rephrase that. It sounds a lot like artist focused, but again, it's letting you see every side of the music industry. It's not just music business. It's not just the artist. It's both. Both are collaborating together, so you can understand exactly what goes on in the industry like this. So then after that, so what will I be learning and doing? So you're going to get 360 tours of studios like the Beastie Boys studio and Russell Street. And you're going to get a full glossary of music industry terms, because sometimes you're in the space and people are like, oh yeah, I've done this, or this term, I don't know all my terms yet. I'm still learning. But they give you a full list of all these terms that people kind of throw at you. So you're already prepared for when you're out there interviewing and stuff. Interactive media timeline, so you can actually see like the progression of music and everything, and kind of like what's been going on. Because a lot of people depend on the history of music and like where it comes from. So it's a good one to keep, in your repertoire. I actually posted some of my assignments on my TikTok. It's at Stacey on Tour. So if you're big on TikTok, you actually use it. You can head on over, and I've posted videos of exactly what I did and like one of my favorite assignments and stuff. And I recently did an Ask Me Anything webinar with an old high school friend who also decided to do the program alongside with me after he saw that I was doing it. He's like, oh, I want to do it too. So one of the intriguing assignments that he enjoyed was it was a songwriting assignment. So they had you like write a song based on like your experiences, or like you could write about anything. And he's more focused on the music business side. So he's like, that was really interesting to like write a song, because I've never done one before, and it helped him see like how hard it is on the artist, to like pump out these songs, and so he really liked the fact that he was able to hop into the artist's shoes for that. And also Yellowbrick, who sponsors the program and who puts it all together, they love to share students' assignments on social media. So you can follow Yellowbrick Music's Instagram. You can follow them on Instagram, and if you tag them in anything, they would love to share it with you and share it with the world, and any projects that you're working on. Today I know a Music U grad is having a song release later. So like Yellowbrick posted it on their Instagram. So if there's anything you're pursuing and there's anything you want to help promote and you're a student with them, like they would love to help you promote it as well. And also there's a private Facebook group. So once you join the program, it invites you to a Facebook group where there are beginners in the music industry and like straight up professionals that are part of the program. And we all want to help and learn from each other. Sometimes they even post opportunities to like work. So like they have like internships, or people are like offering things for you guys to like build your experience. So sometimes I post it in there first, because they know that these people are interested in the music industry. A lot of my networking connections came from that group for sure. All right, so why should you take this program? You're learning straight from people in the industry and from NYU Clive Davis faculty who curated their content to this program, so you can easily take in all the information. And I think what people kind of miss, or when they're kind of taking the program and they kind of like look over, is every important module has a specific project that you're doing. And people kind of just look over the project and they're like, okay, I did it, now I submit it, But I don't think people are really taking the opportunity to really hone in on these projects. This program is helping you create a portfolio for when you go into the real world. We're going to see all the assignments that they have later, but if you really take the time to not only just watch the videos and learn from everybody, but take the assignments that they give you and step by step and like really focus on it and do everything you can. Like one of the assignments is to create a stage plot for a tour. So if you are going into stage managing or going into tour managing, be like, hey, I've created a stage plot before. What do you think? And it's people like, wow, you're ahead of the game, So even students I've talked to who have done the program before, they're like, I never even thought about putting in a portfolio. And I'm like, yes, that's what it's for. This is literally what it's for. So I'm really grateful for all these assignments that they've done. And it's going to be very, very helpful for you in the future, for sure. The course is $999, but there are payment plans to fit the budget. That's exactly what I did. After I got accepted, I was like, I need that payment plan. I can't pay this all at once, but the payment plans are definitely affordable. You can also use the email on the PowerPoint, the music@nyu.yellowbrick.co, for any more questions regarding the pricing as well, and they can try to help you out. Okay, so if you want to take a look at this, these are some of the assignments that you actually have to do within the program. You need to submit all the assignments, and that's how you get your certificate. If you don't complete an assignment, you will not get your certificate. So we have marketing an event, creating music media, build your ideal studio, sketch your dream performance. That was the one I was talking about. What's your persona? That was a really fun one that I really enjoyed. And writing a song that my friend Carlos also liked. It was all, when I wrote my song, it was I was like, I'm doing my best. I'm not a songwriter by any means. So these are really, really awesome assignments. I really enjoyed them. And here's some of the actual real student assignments. These two right here, this is one of the first ones. See, like this K-pop, the Hallyu Wave and Marvin Gaye. It's about the history of where music and where the genre came from. This one I also emphasize because if you're trying to go into music journalism, there you go. You have something to present to people. They're like, yeah, I wrote an article about this. And if it's really well done, sometimes they'll share it on social media and like share it with their socials, which they have a good following on. And it's really good to have on your resume that you've created something like this. But yes, and also there's the marketing strategy right here, Dreamville Festival. This is actually one of the ones that a lot of the students they always talk about in the Facebook group, and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with the marketing strategy. Someone help me. So it's really good to learn. Like, you as an artist who's never done marketing strategy before, don't understand it. It's good for you to actually comprehend what your managers are doing. And if you want to get into music business side, it's good practice. So what will you get from taking music industry essentials? You get the certification. It's non-credit from NYU. You learn directly from leading academic and industry experts. Again, you're building a portfolio. I'm going to emphasize that you're building this for your career, guys. It's really important. And a great network. You're just meeting lots of great people who are trying to aspire and do all the same things. And again, it's a mixture of both professionals and students. So it's going to be really beneficial. Here's another quote from a Music U grad. It says, I don't feel as though I'm walking into this blind anymore. I feel as though I've been giving a really great advice and it's given me a clear path on how the industry runs and how I can fit myself into the market. It's just a good foundation. It's a good way to just really understand how the music industry runs and how everything goes forth. So what are the next steps? So this non-credit course was designed to increase access to the music industry, and therefore it doesn't have any prerequisites. There's nothing that you need to have beforehand in order to do so. This course can be taken while in school, working a full-time job like I have. And it's very, very easy. Application takes less than 5 minutes and you get a result 3 to 5 days later. And the minimum age requirement is 13 years old. So if you are young and you're just trying to figure out what the music industry is like this is a perfect start for you. Or if you're on the older spectrum and you kind of want to start a new place in your career, it's right for you. So this is for everybody. So these are all other testimonials. Yellowbrick has also shared it in the chat box, so you can see where everyone has gone through. The biggest thing is that after they've graduated or after they completed the program, they were able to build the next steps to go into Amazon, iHeartMedia, Live Nation, Universal Music Group, like big names in the music industry. Not to say that just because you have your certificate on your resume, it's going to help you get into places, but this is the foundation. This is where they started. This is where they were able to connect and network with other people around them. And they were able to build off of their foundation with all the knowledge that they've learned from the program. All All right. So, and who is Yellowbrick? I mentioned them many times. They're in partnership with top universities and brand partners. So they create kind of the experiences that tap into certain passion points. So there's also other programs that Yellowbrick runs. It's not just music. If you want to learn more about that, you can literally just go to yellowbrick.co to see all of their courses. But they're very supportive of students' endeavors into their industries, and they want to help you get there. All right, so that's basically a very quick overview of what the music industry is like and what it kind of entails of. I guess now we can get into kind of like the question portion, and Kristen is here to introduce herself.
Hi guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm Kristen and I'm on the Yellowbrick side of things, so I'll help, give the questions to Stacey and help answer some. So definitely, drop any questions you have in the Q&A chat. Stacey, you did a great job, I think, gave a really good overview of the course, and we dropped a bunch of links in the chat if you're looking for any additional resources that were mentioned in the presentation. So the first question is from John. He's someone in his mid-30s restarting his career, and he's, has a passion for music. He knows he wants to pursue music. Will this program help him get into the field? Will this help him, even though he does not have a full degree from a music school? And then he also asks for the music production portion. Will I need to buy Pro Tools interface? So John, that's a really great question. We do have people of all ages taking this course. That's actually a big area of students who always loved music and had some other kind of job that they're just not satisfied in. And they decide to take this course to help them figure out how do they fit in? How can they, use their skills from previous roles to get into the music industry? If you've been in the career world for a little bit, skills are transferable, and, they like to see, if you're going into a specific industry, they like to see that concentration. And this course is a really quick, easy way to show them, yes, I'm dedicated. I'm learning from NYU. I'm learning from Billboard experts. And then, like Stacey was saying, you build this portfolio, and whatever skills you had in your previous role, you use them there and help say, this is the bridge. Because you're not the only one who has had a, awakening where they're like, I don't like what I'm doing now, and I love music and I want to be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Kristen hit it on the head. And how this program helps you get into the music course or the music industry, it's like I kept saying, it's that foundation. It helps you understand exactly what the music industry entails, so that when you're going out and trying to network with all these people who are already in the music industry, like you already have an understanding. Be like, oh, hey, like I learned about this and I'm really interested in it. Like, can you help me out more with that? And the fact that you already have knowledge of it, it just it relieves the stress on the person you're asking. So they're like, oh, okay, they kind of already know the gist of things. But no, you don't need to buy anything else for this program. You just need you. You just need you and your readiness to take on all the projects and stuff. There's no other requirements that you need to pay for. You just pay for the tuition and then you're good to go.
Yeah. And, just to be a little bit clear, this is not a course to learn how to completely produce music. We're not opening up these different interfaces and saying, okay, this is how you adjust these levels. That's not what this course is. There's other courses like that. And we did actually have a live webinar where we had a record producer show us how he did it. So we do try to use our live elements for features like that, but that is, not the focus for this course. And let's see, Camilo asked, when does the course start and what are payment deadlines? Great question. So this course is 100% online and on demand. So that means that you can start it whenever you want. It is not a typical school year where you have to, start in September or in January or February. You can literally start today if you wanted. With that Express Apply link, you get automatic information if you're accepted. And from that, you can enroll. So The payment deadlines, those will also be emailed to you upon like whatever time you apply, but our team will always be able to work with you. This course is really designed to increase access to the music industry. It's such a tough industry to get into, and it's really hard to understand unless you know someone or can hear about what it's like behind the scenes. So that's really why we created this course, is to increase access and be able to say, you like this, here's how they've done it. And people, the experts, DJ Clark Kent, Biggs Burke, they walk you through their career, how they started, what they did, what they would do differently, what advice they give to people who are looking to do something similar. So we hope that answers your question. Let's see. Someone asked, how long does it take to complete the course?
How long you want it to take you. They give you a full year to access the program, and then after that, there's like a added monthly enrollment fee that you'd have to pay. But I completed it in a very short amount of time. It's as long as you make the time for it and like you watch all the videos and do other projects, you're good to go. But a lot of people complete it within like 6 months.
Yeah, like she said, you could complete it as soon as, I've heard students complete it in 3 weeks, like Spud, who's, been on our social pages a bunch and hosted a webinar, and others take a full year. Whatever your schedule is, however you want to pace yourself, that works. But the full year is really what is the timeline that you do have. Someone said, I definitely love to get network contacts from this course. Do you think I should make a Facebook for that?
Absolutely. Yes, that is a lot of the good networks that I've gotten. A lot of the other webinars, other opportunities I found was because of that Facebook group. And that is straight coming from my heart. I didn't even know lots of like all these positions or all these people existed within the industry until I joined that Facebook group. And I was like, wow, all right, let's get started. And I like really increased my network with that. So it's very helpful. Yes, I really highly recommend making a Facebook group or a Facebook for that.
Yeah, and you don't have to populate your Facebook group. We have students who just create a Facebook profile to have access to the group, and there's no other requirements with that. Someone asked, as someone who is already paying for a college degree, is it worth the money? So Stacey's also in college, so what would you say to that?
I paid it. I wouldn't be here as an ambassador. I wouldn't be here, promoting the program if I didn't think it wasn't worth it. I paid the tuition, and I was very happy with the results, and I'm very happy with how it's really how you approach it. If you pay for it and you're kind of like, you're very sour about, all the projects and stuff, like I took this program to my advantage. I said, how can I benefit from this? And I really took time on all the assignments that they gave me. I made sure that people, benefited from my assignments. And I was like, I posted it everywhere, and I was like, hey, look at what I did, and like it got attention, so it's really what you make of it. And I love this program. And there's other programs as well that they put out for you. If you're not interested in music, there's others that you can invest in. But yes, it's worth the money if you want my straight answer.
Awesome. Someone asked, are you able to rewatch the course videos after you finish the course? If you finish the course within 1 year, then you can rewatch them. After 1 year, you no longer have access, unless you want to enroll in our extension plan, which is a very affordable option as well. But really, we try to encourage students to take advantage of the year and try to really, Stacey is one who takes extensive notes, and with the assignments as well. But, a year is really how long you have access to the course for.
Yeah.
Someone asked, if I don't live in America, could this be a problem with networking and introducing myself to people in the music industry to start a career?
Do you want
You can go ahead.
Okay. I have a lot of students that reach out to me on Instagram and TikTok, and they're always wondering like how it is networking with people in the music industry, especially if they're international. And in fact, it's not a problem. It's not, because usually the point of networking and like meeting people and like joining programs to meet other people is so that you can get guided in the right direction. There's going to be somebody that you meet through networking that's going to help you find someone internationally, so it does not matter where you are. The music industry is a broad world, and it's a people world, or it's a people industry. So the more you network, the more you start doing that, the better you're going to find someone that's within your realm, within your country, and it's going to help you further.
Yeah, and just to extend upon that a little bit more, like we have students from all over the world, from Australia to India to China, Europe. So you're not the only one who's not in America if you decide to enroll. So you can also network with those people. That's really common in the Facebook group, to say like, hey, who's from this area? And then they're able to personally contact each other and work together a little bit closer.
Yes.
Donnie asked, how long does it take to get the certificate after completing? So once you finish all of the course modules and all of the assignments, they are not graded. So it just has to be completed, which, relieves a lot of pressure. And if you're looking for some feedback, there is a Facebook group for peer evaluation, which I have to say, there's a lot of really talented students and some people who have been in the industry for over, 15, 20 years, that they'll give really great feedback, and actually they really do care. And we also do have like our instructional designers that can give feedback if really desired. But once you complete those and you complete all the payments, you can have your certificate within a week. So it's, pretty quick. Someone asked, do you provide any voice lessons? I'm a singer-songwriter who's working on songs and voice improvement. No, this is not, to improve your voice lessons. This is more about the business side of the music industry. Great question. Someone asked, how much of this course covers business, like contracts, management, royalties? It covers it. So Money Matters is probably the module you're going to be looking at. So a lot of students comment they really enjoy the Billboard team explaining how the Billboard charts work. We have, professors from NYU explaining contracts, management, royalties, all those options, because you do need to understand the legal aspects. If you've been seeing anything in the news, for the past decade, legal and music is really top priority. And to echo what I said before, we actually recently had a live webinar with a music attorney who went even more in depth to that. So you just get more and more resources once you join our community to learn about these, very important topics. And we do add material to the course. John asked, are teachers and professors accessible? No, they are not. So everything is on demand and recorded. So there is no live Q&A with the teachers or professors. If you have any questions, you can ask the Yellowbrick team and we can help you. Priscilla asked, do we have access to those webinars once we enroll? Yes, you can access the webinars. They are on our YouTube channel, and I did paste the AMA one that Stacey did in the chat if you want to check that one out. Someone asked, how would somebody get into music publishing? That's a great question. The course really shows those career paths, what is needed to get into that. We're trying to focus on what the course is about. And so I won't answer that directly, but that is covered in the course, Music Publishing. I think we have some. Donnie asked, just to clarify, is it mailed or downloaded? So an e-certificate, like a PDF, is sent. And then if you live in the United States or have a US address, then you have the option to have your certificate mailed to you as well at no extra cost.
Mhm.
Paula asked, I guess that was the music publishing question. Araceli asked, Stacey, do you get a lot of information when doing this program that you understand?
Yes. It's a lot of straightforward content. Like I was explaining with one of my favorite professors that's teaching on the program, they break it down so easily. And like they talk to you like, I don't know, I guess like a normal human being. They really like break it down, and like they slow it down for you, and like make sure that, I mean, you can always rewatch the videos too if you use something you didn't understand. But like Kristen said earlier, like I take notes like diligently, and I try to review everything that I'm trying to like actually learn from. So yes, I have applied lots of things from this program into my real life endeavors. So it's very, very useful in that point. Again, it's just a foundation. It's where you start. This isn't going, like, having the certificate on your resume is not going to like jumpstart or provide, it's not going to promise you a job. This is where you start. This is where you begin, and you start using this as a resource to build up your career and build up exactly what you want to do. And that's what I did. This is where I started, and now I've achieved, what I'm doing now, because I started here.
Yeah, and to give you guys just like a little bit more perspective, because I talk to students every day, and we have a ton of students that are artists, they're entrepreneurial, they're really trying to, figure out their career. And some of them, after taking the course, realize, actually, I'd rather do something else. I'd rather, be an A&R or a manager, or so many other career paths that they didn't realize that they have like skills in and are passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Other students want to take this course because they're interested in the music industry, but they're not sure where to go or what to do. And some now stem into, now I'm going to get my master's, because now I know I really love music production, or I really love, music marketing. And so then they're able to apply to grad schools, and having the certificate shows the schools like, oh, this person enjoys learning. They are dedicated. Like this, maybe their, undergrad major wasn't in music, but they did, do something in the music industry, and this, helps bridge where they're going next. Other people have their own studios. They have their own businesses. Some have built their own studios. If you check our social pages, you'll see those students, which is pretty exciting.
Yes.
Mary asked, I was working in record labels in my country years ago. Can I join your program for updating my knowledge in marketing for record labels?
Yeah, there's that marketing project that I mentioned earlier. Even people that have like experience in the industry, they were like asking each other in the Facebook group, like, guys, how do I do this? So it's always a good refresher. It's a good, starting to come back and be like, all right, this is how you like break it down and stuff. And again, you take from it what you put in. You benefit it as much as you actually want to, take from it.
Awesome. Does this program cover aspects of concert production and artist tour management? This is a good question for you, Stacey.
Yeah, I actually made a video about it on my TikTok. There is a touring section, and they gave us a real venue tech kit. So it showed us everything that the venue had, and like how we could coordinate with them. I had to make a set list for an imaginary band. Well, I did my favorite band, because why not? Manifest my dreams. So I made a set list for my band, and I took it serious. Like I made sure I went through every song in their albums and made sure that the songs flowed. Like I didn't just submit any songs. I took the set list seriously, and then yeah, they give you tech specs. They give you everything that you need. So yeah, it does cover concert touring in that aspect.
And I know some students have like uploaded all of their assignments on their blog. I feel like Stacey, you may have, but Stacey has created a ton of TikTok videos of how she's created her assignments, which is really cool and interesting to see. So I would definitely check out her TikTok. But for building your portfolio, how do I do that? Having your blog, creating a blog, on WordPress, a free site, uploading the images, the different assignments. You link that on your resume with the certificate, and they're like, okay, you didn't just learn, you also have these materials that show what you learned, which makes it really easy for them to understand what it is. But it is cool how many students come to us and say, I interviewed and they asked me, well, what's the certificate? What did you learn? And when they start rattling off all the different elements and departments, that's valuable for them, because now you know the industry from a 360 viewpoint, because all the departments cross over. You have to work with other people. You're not just, if you want to be an artist, you're not just singing, you have to know the legal aspects. You have to know the marketing. You have to know the performance side of things. So this course is really that kind of like full view of what the music industry is like. Someone asked, what if I need help with completing assignments required? You just ask questions. You can email our team, or in the Facebook group, ask students for their help. A lot of students do that. They say, hey, I'm stuck, I don't have any ideas. And students are very encouraging and provide details and what they used. Sometimes people use free websites like Canva and other ones to, complete the projects. So, again, the Facebook group is a really great resource. Someone asked, do we get feedback from the professors in every project? No, you do not receive feedback unless you want to put it in the Facebook group. It's really about, this course is what you want to make of it. So again, like Stacey was saying, if you want to get the most out of it, you really want to put in the time for the assignments. And some people are like, I really just want to get it done. And whatever I produce is what I produce, and they can complete it, however quickly they would like. But the professors do not provide feedback. Are there any other questions? I think we are all set. If anyone has any last minute questions you want to throw in the Q&A, we'll give you a minute here. Someone asked, did they explain the people involved? I'm not sure what that question means. If you can elaborate on that. With an artist team. Yeah, so the course goes over all the different jobs. An artist team, you think, oh, just a couple people. No, it's like a whole crew, to get everybody to have an artist be really successful. So yes, great question. Someone asked, just curious, are you both currently working in the music industry? No, I work at Yellowbrick, so indirectly in the music industry. And Stacey is, finishing college and working a ton of things.
Yes. So, technically you would say that I guess I am. Like that's definitely my area, and that's what I've been like striving to work in. I've worked concerts before, just not at the professional level. And I'm the owner and founder of my own music industry mentoring program for younger high school students. So there's that aspect, and I'm mostly centered around live entertainment. Like I currently work at an escape room. I work at a comedy club. Then that's all. People have been offering me like music industry roles. So yes, that's what I'm aspiring to be in.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time. We really hope that we answered all your questions and gave you a really good overview of what Music Industry Essentials is like. If you guys have any other questions, we'll be sending an email with a replay and more resources. So please feel free to, give us whatever questions you have. Mary just asked one last question, guys. What happens if I don't approve the assignments for getting my certificate? Should I start the program again or do another assignment? If an assignment is done incorrectly, our team will let you know. So you don't have to worry about that. We want all of our students to complete the course. We want everyone to be successful. So we will all work with you. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great night.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.